Okay, what has this all got in common? Literary fellow, specialised in the poetry of Blake, captain in the American forces, A Star Is Born, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, Convoy, Jane Fonda, Barbara Streisand, Ellen Burstyn, Gene Hackman, many others, Sunday Morning Coming Down, Me and Bobby McGee, For the Good Times, Help Me Make It Through the Night, Loving Her Was Easier. What has it got all in common? Who has it all in common? It sounds like a postal quiz. You're ahead of me. Well done, you're right. It's Kris Kristofferson. Let's have a welcome for him, please. How you doing? They knew. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sit down there. They knew you. They're on the ball. Good to meet you. Thank you for coming. Listen, this is not your first visit to Ireland. Are you on record as saying that one of your most moving concerts ever was in Dublin, Kris?
No, it was. I don't know if I went on record as saying it, but it was. I don't know how many years ago it was, but it was a typically Irish audience, and for some reason, I guess because we're kindred spirits or something, the audiences over here are better than anywhere in the world. For me.
You reckon so?
It is for
That's
me.
That's a nice compliment. Nice compliment.
And in Wales as well. There, but in Dublin that night, I remember my guitar player saying they even know the new songs. Yeah. They're singing along with us, and it's a wonderful experience for an entertainer.
To get the reaction.
To feel like you're communicating like that.
Of course, yeah. Now, listen, are we talking to a film star or a songwriter or a singer? You stop confusing people like this, you know? What's it going to be?
Well, I don't think many people are confused with me as being a singer. If you were to talk to Willie Nelson, he'd say there's no doubt in anybody's mind that I'm not a singer. But I am a songwriter. And I can interpret my own songs thanks to Bob Dylan. You know, people like us got to where we can make a living.
And was it Johnny Cash gave you your first break?
John was a spiritual guide for me. Before he ever recorded any song of mine, I was a janitor in the recording studio where he recorded, and Johnny Cash was a very mythic character at that time.
And did he actually invite you up on stage at short notice one night?
Yes, he did. He put me on stage at the Newport Folk Festival in 1969, and I never had to work for a living since then.
And how did you cope? You hadn't sung in public before. You'd written a lot of songs.
Well, I don't know. He told me to sing louder than I did in his house because he could never hear me.
And you got through.
Yes, it was a magic time for me.
Now,